288. That's the title. That's the number we're on for this episode. It's show 288, and the title is Lightyear. We're doing the film from Pixar, and we're excited, man. I'm the host of Fans of Patrol. My name is Montego. With me is my adorable co-host, Miss Tipplebot. What's happening?
You know what? It's been a week, and I'm ready to talk about a children's movie.
Yeah, man. So I'm not drinking this week. Y'all don't know how this.
I drank a little bit.
Yeah, but you can handle your stuff. Last week, I don't know what the hell happened to me. I just said, I'm going to drink as much as I possibly can. And it didn't work out. I edited the shit out of that one, y'all.
Challenge accepted.
Yes. So, man, you know, I need a break in the movies, Tiff. It's Shark Time. Damn it.
There's a shark movie. We've discussed it. It doesn't look very good, though.
Yeah. Well, that makes it all the better.
No, because, I like a shark movie that, is bad, like The Meg, but is, borderline good.
Oh, well.
Like the Meg.
But you haven't seen it, so you don't know if it's going to be.
It's true. I want a deep blue sea. When's my next deep blue sea?
It'll never happen again.
I don't want a number 2. I just want another movie that makes me feel the same.
You will never feel the same.
No, fuck you. Your dreams are dead. Your shark dreams are dead. You stupid bitch.
God damn. Anyway, man. This is Fans of Patrol, and you guys already know it. So, howdy do. So, what are we doing this week, man? Look, damn it. It's been some crap-ass news happen this week.
Jesus.
And so, we try to bring y'all away from that on Fans of Patrol. So, we try to make it an island, so people could just get away from the bull crap. And we pissed y'all. God damn it. But we couldn't even find that many stories out there because of all this stuff. So we only got one news story. But guess what? We're gonna make it a hell of a story.
We're gonna talk about the news. Our one little measly scrap of news for you.
Yeah, man. It's like, I guess it's the middle of summer, and then shitty news is coming out all over the place. And it just people who was putting out news was probably like, we're not putting out any news. This is bullshit.
That's what I would do. I'd be like, you know what? We're taking a little break, a moratorium on nerd news.
Yeah. So all I want to say is it's bullshit, y'all. But we'll move on. Okay. Anyway. So, our one news story, Tiffobot, what you dig up?
So, Ezra Miller.
All right, that's all we got to say?
Just can't stay out of the news.
So, we got some Ezra Miller news.
We can't stop talking about him.
So,
them. I'm so sorry, them.
Also, we got a bona fide trivia game with about animation, man. So
yeah, I did that to you on purpose.
I'm gonna sink on this sucker, y'all. I'm going down like the Titanic. That's for sure. And we went to the movies. We paid our money, and we got our popcorn to go see 2022 Lightyear.
Yes, 2022.
Yeah, with Christopher Evans and others. So, saying that good stuff, Tiff, are you ready to roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm holding the side of my nose like that. So dumb.
What I thought you were just giving yourself a little itch.
I know. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm on camera. Let's go. All right, Tiff, let them know where they come around with that. They might be on something like that.
Which is Fans of Patrol 0. Subscribe to our YouTube, check out our Patreon, and listen on your favorite listening platform.
Yes, man. TikTok, rock it, no stopping. Gonna rock it, no stop. We're ticking and talking. I did all that just so I could say ticking and talking, working all around the clock. Old school music, Planet Rock. That was the stuff. That was breaking. Joey DiCarlo know what I'm talking about.
I'm watching you. You guys, full disclosure, we've had discussions about having to look at the camera more because it's more whatever. I don't think I can do it.
Tiffobot is she's putting herself in a trance over there. She's like,
Because I'm looking at the camera and then I realize I don't know what you look like, so it looks like I just am talking to the camera and I don't have the same reaction.
Oh, well, Tiff, do what makes you feel comfortable. Be natural.
There's no natural, nothing makes me feel comfortable.
Well, there we go.
All right.
Here we go. So, man, these are your note.
They are. These are your note.
These are your
Um,
note. So,
so
hold up, Tiff.
Ezra.
Before
Okay.
you go any further with Ezra Miller, we have to hit that new sound drop, man, for true Hollywood drama. Because it's back, y'all. We can't leave this dude alone because he's like the gift of podcasts. It just keep on giving because it's just
Oh,
amazing.
okay. And we're gonna do our best. We know that Ezra Miller's pronouns are they them, but we just found that out, and we're doing our best. So
Yeah, we're
we
gonna do our
apologize,
best,
guys.
but I think that's the least
Yeah.
of his worries. This cat is in a bunch of trouble. God damn, he in a bunch of trouble. Like, how much trouble is he in, Tiff?
Um. Well, they are under some suspicion of coercion of minors, which is really
We
terrible.
kind of mentioned that the last time we would.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that article that you had presented with, um, the age had like changed in the article. It said 12 and then it said 18.
18,
But
right?
I think that was
He did.
because there was a 18-year-old complaint and then there's a 12-year-old complaint.
Yeah. Yes.
And so the 12-year-old one there's been court ordered, like now there's like they've been granted the
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
contact or
Yeah.
whatever. Um so it's pretty serious. This one is about how Ezra Miller has apparently taken in a mother and her three children.
On his
No
big
big
old
deal.
60-acre farm.
But he's got a big, huge farm.
Yeah.
Like, if all this other stuff wasn't happening, that wouldn't be weird, probably. That in itself alone, given some of the stuff that we've heard,
Yeah.
is weird and
Yeah.
maybe concerning. But I guess what's happening on this farm is that there's just guns everywhere, and although okay, the baby had a bullet in its mouth,
Like playing
just like
with
a
it.
loose,
Chewing on it and shit.
yeah, yeah. And then there's a bunch of stuff about how they have more than two marijuana plants, which is very funny to me.
Well, what's getting
Because
me?
like
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was to say, because they're like, well, in Vermont or wherever he is, you can have two, and they have more than two. And I'm like, who gives a shit
Well,
if you can have two?
Here's
Like,
who's the rat Tifflebot? That's what I want to know because
yeah, who I think it's got to be that there's like a person he has on on their farm that like um is like their helper, I guess. It's kind of like a farmhand, and
Butler.
I think that's the rat.
Well, they said two different complaint sources is what they said. And so
Sure.
I'm like,
But
yeah,
neighbor. Okay, that's a big acreage, right?
you
But
ain't,
like,
you ain't peeking in on his farm with no
you're
67
not.
acres. No.
But if someone has a big, huge acreage next to your acreage, and maybe they don't mind their own business, and they are maybe going to come into your house and are scary, or do a bunch of weird stuff on their property, you might be like, I'm going to call the cops.
Hey, look, you could be running around bucket naked forever, and I would never even looked at 60 acres. What are you doing over there? It's too
Yeah, here's the thing. Well, obviously, if I knew my neighbors were doing something like super nefarious,
Mhm.
I would definitely
Telescope. You would telescope it. You'd be sitting there like,
no. Depending on what it was,
what the hell would
you
you?
know, like okay, like if I thought my neighbor had murdered somebody, yes, I would call the cops. But if I think that my neighbor's growing marijuana in their basement, I'm not gonna call the cops.
If I
You know what I
got
mean? It's like,
if I got a neighbor that's 60 acres away, and I thought that
yeah,
he killed
do
somebody,
do
I would check myself in for psychiatric help because how the hell would I know what he doing 60 acres away, man? Oh, I think he killed somebody.
That's what I'm saying. I think Ezra Miller might not be contained to their 60 acres.
He do so much, man. It's just amazing to me that this cat didn't got himself in this much trouble, and now you got all these rumors, flying about, DC says they're done with Ezra Miller. Although I have seen nothing official about that they're gonna move this franchise, The Flash, on without him, which they should have been there, which they should have just, I know they don't want to take the loss, but I don't think this Flash movie under any circumstances at this point is going to be like successful. I
Excuse
just
me.
don't. I think
First of all,
I think
it's time to flush it. It's time to, yeah, I feel like it's time to flush it. Because for several reasons, I already think that it probably wasn't that good to begin with. That was one of the concerns, right? And so now you're trying to push.
I'm not so sure about
That's
that.
what I heard. Yeah, but from before was that there was like concerns whether they had tried to make it better after all that feedback that they'd gotten.
Oh, I didn't hear that because I just
Um
know that you got Michael Keaton in it and they doing the slick Batman stuff in it, and so people like myself have been very excited to see this, universe hopping thing that he was going to be doing. Maybe it did turn out to be garbage and it doesn't look good. Who knows?
I'm
But
just saying that like if that's the case,
yeah,
you're already going to be battling and plus like honestly, at this point,
hmm
um I'm not saying here's the thing,
yes.
maybe you should just wait.
Oh, and maybe
If you can't let it go, you should wait.
like and hope that maybe he's vindicated and we'll be here on Fans of Patrol
In
saying
hopes
Ezra
that
Miller was cleared of everything. He's nothing wrong with this cat. Never know.
I mean, like, yeah, and I mean, the thing about it is that you just never know what's going to happen, and also, I would say that there's other people who worked on this film, and this is their creation as well. So, like, potentially, it's like maybe a VOD thing, but like,
Boy, if I was Ray Fisher, I would be suing the hell out of Warner Brothers Studios, man. That would
it's
sound
crazy
bad.
that Ezra Miller has done so many things that are really obviously questionable.
And Ray Fisher was like,
Um,
they didn't treat me like I was fair, like I was. They didn't treat
right.
me like the rest of the white man on the thing. They treated me different, and it's like he's a pariah. He's gone, right? He's no
Mhm.
more of their stuff. But this cat been doing all this stuff, and it's like nothing. I would go beat Ezra Miller's ass, Ray Fisher. If you're listening to this, go whoop some ass.
No, do not incite violence on Ezra Miller. I do hope
Only
that
Ray Fisher. Go get him.
only Ray Fisher. I do hope that I guess for everybody's sake, I guess I don't really care about what happens to Ezra Miller per se because they seem I'm so sorry. They seem to be doing okay for themselves. But I am concerned about the people in their periphery, because that woman who's with him, what is she doing?
She's 25 years old and she's hanging out with a potential movie star because he's not A list, but he could
But
potentially
but
be
isn't Ezra Miller
what?
uh 27?
He's in
Like
his
he's not they are not old.
he's in his 20s for sure. Yeah, he's young, so that's the problem. Too much damn money. I don't know, but you see other young people have money like this, Tiff, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, strange. I
I don't
mean,
know. The fact of the matter is that um this is a situation that's very bizarre, and I feel like if these actions that Ezra Miller is taking have become public, right?
if anybody in
Uh
the world, this stuff would have been cut, Tiff. What does he have
well,
in Warner Brothers?
I do wonder what Ezra Miller might know or
Right,
have on them.
right.
But my other question being, if these are the things that we know that they've done,
Yeah.
what do we not know that they've done?
No, it's something beneath the water.
Do you know what I
Like
mean?
a
Like,
crocodile in the shadow water.
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Guns and babies and
A
all
lot
kinds of
of gun
stuff.
a lot of guns. It's not just a few. It's like a
Well,
lot of guns.
it's America. Plus, he was calling out the KKK, so I would have a lot of guns too if I was him.
I
Shit.
suppose that's true.
I would have a gun turret at the ready. No way. I mean, this cat has did a lot. You saw that video when he was calling out the KKK? I was like, ooh, dude,
Hmm.
what are you doing? What are you doing? Ooh. I mean, it's cool. I mean, F them, but I'm just saying, I'm not drawing a line in the sand and saying, come get me. Ah. No,
Yeah.
no way. Anyway, man, I think that's all the talk that we could talk about. Old Ezra there, I'm telling you, I don't know. I wonder if
Messy.
this movie is gonna come out, Tiff. That's
I don't think it
my
will.
concern.
I don't think it will.
I don't know, Tiff. You might be
I don't
right.
know. They're really just not caving. So
Yeah, he's like, no, send it. We're gonna put it on stream. I wouldn't be surprised if it's changed and they put it on streaming. Hit HBO Max all of a sudden. No
it's
theater
free,
release.
everybody. It's
Right?
free.
Exactly. $5. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay. All right.
It's coming to HBO Max. So they ain't said it yet, but it's just gonna leak on down there. And they're gonna put it at the back of HBO Max. They ain't even gonna make a big deal about it.
Yeah.
All right, man. So that's the news, y'all. Ezra, and that Ezra Miller. All of them. 3 stories.
Yep.
So let's take a break. Let's come back with the game. We'll be right
All
back.
right.
All right, man. So, man, we got facts on patrol, man. It's been a while since we had like facts on patrol.
Yeah, it's usually a little bit more fun when it's a third person asking us both questions, but we're gonna ask each other
Oh, this
questions.
is gonna be great. So before we start, this is our
Mm-hmm.
third section, man. We change this around, y'all. And for anybody that's new that's listening to us, thank you for coming, man. We love you, man.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. We love
So
everybody who's been here a while too.
yeah, we love you more.
Oh, ho, ho. Take that, new people. Just turn it off now. Just kidding. We love you all. But yes, it's very nice that people keep coming back to hear my dumb, dumb voice. That's very
In
nice.
the way. Hey,
Hmm.
so I got multiple choice and straight outs. What you got?
Oh, no. I got just straight out.
God damn it, Tifflebot. You got to do the multiple. You have to have a choice for the people.
You know what? No. And
Hey,
also, I was just lazy.
I'm about to say you just made this
So don't
difficult.
give me multiple choice. Don't give me multiple
I see. I
choice.
did the multiples and all this stuff, man.
I know. So you wasted your time because you should have known that I wasn't gonna do that.
God
You
damn
should
it.
know by now.
I'll see.
Also, everybody, I picked animation movies because Montego made me see Lightyear, which he knew. I asked him that. I said no, I don't want to, and then he was like, "No, we're going to." He made me see this movie, so I'm making him do this quiz that he will probably not win.
Yeah, it's not for you. It's for the people. It's
I know, but the people are us. We are also of the people,
right.
and this people didn't want to do that.
So we have no multiple choice, y'all. So
Yeah, it's over. You just got to answer straight out, everybody. Tough shit.
so
Tough shit, everybody.
are you going first or
I can ask the question first.
far away?
Okay, your first question. I don't know how hard these are or how easy they are. I don't care. I just wanted to have them. So, my first question for you:
Yes.
who was the voice of young Simba in The Lion King, which I know you've seen?
Uh, Taylor Thomas.
Yes, I'm gonna get yes, Jonathan Taylor
Jonathan
Thomas,
Taylor Thomas.
JTT. I used to love Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I had a huge crush on Jonathan Taylor
Yeah,
Thomas when I
you
was
and
a kid.
all the women out there that was you little girls at the time that's now women. And where's this punk ass at now? I ain't seen him in 1,000 years.
He retired from acting a long time ago, and
I
he
know.
went
But
to
what does
like
that
school,
mean?
and now he probably just lives on his dividends and has a nice life.
We'll see.
That's what I would do. That's what I would fucking want to do. I want to be like rich, famous, well loved, retire before anything bad happens, be and just live happily.
Yeah.
That's too late now because I'm old now. I'm not going to be a child star now. It's
Your
over.
first question.
All right, give it to
In
me.
in the movie Onward.
Oh, I've never seen this movie, but go on.
Oh well, shit. Look at it, y'all. In Onward, what is the name of Barley Lightfoot's van? And you've never seen it, you'll never get it. But I had multiple choice, so but that's
So
right.
it's a fantasy movie.
Yes,
It's a van.
yes.
It's like a rock and roll van. It's like one of those that got a painting on the side van.
Old '70s man
Um,
that used to have Star Wars
yeah.
barbarians and
So
half
I'm gonna
naked women.
say
I'm waiting. Look at you stabbing in the dark. You're never gonna get
I'm gonna say Fantasy.
it. No.
What is it?
Guinevere.
Oh, I would have never guessed that. Wow, how could I if I had never seen the movie?
I
That would
thought you
be
might have
quite
saw
the
this movie.
guess.
I thought you might have seen it.
I had not wanted to see it. It's just kind of one of those things that slipped through the cracks for me.
And I saw it, and it was pretty enjoyable. I enjoyed
That's what I've heard. I heard it was kind of fun. So
it. My next question.
now I'm gonna fucking lose this goddamn game that I made such a big stink about. God damn it.
No, you gave me
So
old school animation questions, so I kind of was able to, you know.
what is the name of the villain in Shrek? Which is a movie I do not like.
I love Shrek, and it's Marquand. Farquaad.
Lord Farquaad.
Farquaad. I said Marquand.
To be fair, I did try to ask you questions I thought you might know.
So did I.
Good. Okay.
Let's
Good.
see. I thought you might have saw that movie.
We're being nice to each other.
Yes, I know. Well, here you go.
All right.
Next question. In the movie Up,
Okay.
what job did Carl what is it, Frankenstein do before retiring? That's the little old
Oh
man.
man,
The little old
that's a really good question. I have seen this movie maybe twice. So,
man.
uh, was he
Oh
a
boy.
mechanic?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay. What was it?
You're gonna kick yourself. He was a helium balloon salesman.
You know what? I was like, is it the balloons? And I was like, don't say that because it's too obvious. You stupid
I
piece
didn't
of shit.
look.
Ah!
I had multiple choice. You know.
I don't, but here's the thing. I still wouldn't have picked that because I would have thought that would have been one of the ones you put in to trick me.
No, I'm not trying to trick you, Tiffabot. I'm not. Yeah, yeah, I'm
Oh,
not. I'm not
okay.
Mr. Sneaky Man here. I'm giving you some
I'm upset. I'm
straight up,
definitely gonna lose now.
you
There's just
know,
no way. I'd
upfront
have to
fairness.
kill it. You would have to lose these next two, and I would have to win
No,
the next two to even tie.
we got five, right? Five questions, right? Five
I only
questions.
did four.
Oh, you did four. I did five, but okay. So
Okay,
we
well, it's
five and
fine. It's fine. Here's my next question.
got you.
What type of animal is Ricky Tikki Tavi?
Oh shit. Ricky Ticky, raccoon.
No, but I do like that answer.
I don't know who the hell Ricky Tikki Tavern is.
Ricky Tikki Tavi is a mongoose
From what?
from Ricky Tikki Tavi.
Oh, that's a show. That's a thing.
It's a movie, yeah.
Oh hell, I
I'm
ain't
surprised
never,
that's a movie from like your time. I'm surprised you haven't seen it.
never heard of it. No.
Yeah, like 70s, 80s movie.
Oh really?
Hmm.
Hmm. My first movie I ever saw in the history of my brain was
Okay.
the original Rescuers.
Really, I love The
I
Rescuers.
still
Yeah.
remember it. Yeah, it was crazy.
I think that the first movie I saw in my recollection was The Man from Snowy River.
Damn, really?
And I used to love that movie. I watched it all the time.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that one. No, I'm talking about at the theater.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah,
And then
'cause
I owned the VHS tape and
there were no VHS tapes when I was here. You know,
well, I'm not talking about you.
didn't exist, so I could bring no movies home. Best thing I could do was go get an album for like the Star Wars soundtrack or something.
And just sit there and imagine.
Exactly. And then
Remember. Sit there and remember.
play with my action figures, you know.
This is the part where he does this.
Exactly. Yeah, you get it. That was life for real.
Yeah.
All right, your next question.
All
Hopefully
right.
you've seen this movie.
Okay.
Coco.
Yes, I've seen this movie.
Ah, good. What is the name of the young boy in Coco? The main character. Hmm.
Oh my God. Oh, is it Miguel?
Ah, you got it.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, I know that Coco is his grandma, so I was like, that was like a trick. If you haven't seen the movie, right? You might think his name's Coco.
Definitely not Coco. Right.
No, Grandma Coco. All right, I got one. I'm pretty happy. I'm happy that I'm not gonna go out on a fucking zero on this game that I made you play.
You can still tie it
Okay.
up.
How many sisters does Ariel have?
Oh, damn. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. Shoot, it's definitely more than 4 or 5. Is it's 7 or 9? It's one of them damn. Is it 8?
We are the daughters of Triton.
I don't know that song. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say.
I know you would know that. Nobody. I mean, like, I don't think that's one of the more popular songs from that movie, anyway. Even if you did like happen to know a lot of Disney
my
songs.
kid was in a big time play of like some Little Mermaid thing, and she
Mhm.
was one of the sisters. So she used to sing that song and shit. So
You should know it.
yeah,
So she just
yeah,
stuck
yeah,
in
yeah.
your do 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 do, and then you're like, gonna
100%.
sing it all.
9.
It is 6.
No, it's much less than I thought.
Yes, there's 7 of them altogether.
Wow, it was 7. I should have said 7. God damn it, I was so close to saying 7.
If you said 7, I wouldn't have accepted it because I said sisters.
So I was looking at it as total.
If you said 7, I would have let you take it.
okay,
Actually,
I
anyway,
was concluding Ariel too. You said how many daughters is King?
I said how many sisters does Ariel have?
Oh, I thought you said how many daughters is Triton.
But still, if you would have said that, I would have been like, okay, because I would have understood.
All right, so yeah, it's
My last question, my last chance of the OK Corral.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I stuck these to movies that I saw because I didn't want to be just a dummy. But I think you saw this, Tiff.
Oh, well, okay, let's see.
Did you see Inside Out?
Yes.
Ah, here we go.
But I would say I don't really have a very good recollection of it. So go ahead and ask me.
Bebo, come back, Bebo! Now, Bebo! I could have cried when Bebo died.
that little humpalumpalicus thing.
That thing, it was her. It was one of her
Go,
emotions.
go forever, Riley, or whatever.
Bebo, he
I
died.
don't remember what it is. He died. He died.
Yeah, he
He
faded her
died.
memory of unforgotten. I was just sitting there like,
He wasn't an
Bebo!
emotion. He was her imaginary friend, right?
Right. No, Bebo! Oh, never mind.
And he helped the emotions get out of the pit. He did it.
What is the name of the character in Inside Out? The girl.
Oh, fuck. Riley.
Ah! You got it, number one.
And let me tell you, the only reason I know that is because of that scene with that character has been made into a soundbite on the internet. So people show their dogs, and then they show their old dog, and they show their new dog. And then because of it's very cute, but that soundbite's in there. It says, "Go save Riley," and then he fades away. That's
okay. All right. Well, since we only do 4, it's tied up. There we go.
Woo! Woo, everybody. We can't really ask a tiebreaker question because one of us would have to look it up.
Right. So we're both losers.
He hates this. Yeah. There can only be one winner.
Like, hey, it's the Highlander to here. There can be only one.
Right. There's 1 or 0.
Either you're first or your last.
That's right. Montego can't accept winning or tying graciously.
No.
But even if we'd asked 5 and 5, it could have ended up the same way.
I had 5 and a tiebreaker, so
you can't have a tiebreaker with us.
Oh, you just keep going. So I said we might
until you were. I mean, we could both do one more.
No, we're good. We're good. So
we're good. Once it's over, people, because Montego's a crab ass.
God damn it! He this kind of shit, y'all. Anyways. So that's the game, man. More of this, man. We'll continue to do this type of stuff, and we'll be back in a flash. Hold on to them cheeks. All right, man. We back. Yes, all that laughing and shit you hearing, that's Tifobot. We just had a revelation. So,
I'm so sorry.
On this week's show,
oh my god,
we just realized that we both came to the movie late. So we're starting where we started.
Oh my god, you guys. He said, listen, you gotta catch me up on this movie. I was late. And then I said I was late. And then he told me where he came into the movie and I came in after that. So
yeah, so
we're gonna do our best. Let me tell you something, everybody. It is kind of as Montego may know, it is difficult to see a children's movie by yourself. It's weird. So I wanted to go during a time when I felt that there would not be a lot of people in the audience. That was my first preference. My second preference was, also the second problem is, children's movies don't always get late showings here.
Oh, well, here there were, and it was mostly adults in my theater. It was two kids. 2 kids in my theater. Let me tell you what happened, Tifobot. God damn, I couldn't believe this. So we're watching the movie, right? Me and my 2 girls, who are adults now, So we're watching the movie, and all of a sudden, it sounds like a radio. It's like somebody's like blasting a radio. And we couldn't tell if it was on the theater, and we look around, everybody in the theater is like, what the hell? What is that? What is that? And so then it sounds like a phone, like somebody had left their phone and maybe called it and was looking for it. So we're like, what is happening? So before I know it, my bad influences have rubbed off on my kid. My kid is getting up on Century looking for this noise, right? And she goes and she stands in front of somebody. And I'm like, what in the hell? And I'm still confused. I'm like, was she looking for the phone? And then it stops. Silence, right? Everybody's happy. She comes to sit down. I'm like, what happened? She was like, it was a damn little kid with a grandparent sitting there with an iPad on, watching a movie, something else, blasting as loud as they could. And I'm like, well, why the hell are they here?
Yeah, what the fuck?
A movie who don't want to see the movie, who watching another movie while you watching a movie, a kid's movie.
Maybe it's because the grandma wanted to see it.
Grandma. It ain't happened. My daughter scared the shit out of both of them. They was like on their best behavior after that. I was like, oh shit, that's the kind of stuff I used to do. But now you can't. You know, you got to be careful. People get killed doing stuff like that. You know, but unbelievable that happened. So
Yeah,
man,
it is very weird.
yeah, super weird. So here we go, man. We're doing Lightyear.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Portions
portions
of
of
2022 is
right.
Lightyear.
PG, 1 hour, 40 minutes, animation, action, adventure.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am. I'm about to do the synopsis. 1 second.
I will. Okay.
Okay. While spending years attempting to return home, Maroon Space Ranger Buzz Lightyear encounters an army of ruthless robots commanded by Zorg, who are attempting to steal his fuel source. Steph, who's in this
Yeah.
movie?
Okay. So Chris Evans,
Yeah.
Kiki Palmer,
Oh, that's who that was. Okay, got you.
mhm,
Hmm.
Peter Stone,
Yep.
Taika Waititi,
Hey, there you go.
Dale Souls,
Yep.
James Brolin,
Yeah, check that out.
Uzo Aduba,
Yeah, never heard.
Mary McDonald Lewis, and
Uh-huh.
Isaiah Whitlock Jr.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about the Taika Waititi. I said, is somebody trying to sound like Taika Waititi? I said, I think
I
that's
knew
what it
I
is.
knew he was in it because I'd seen some the press for
Okay,
it.
I didn't watch any press, so I didn't know if he was.
I didn't do it on purpose because I didn't actually know that Chris Evans was the voice
Oh yeah, I think
before. Sorry,
oh, we talked about that when we did the
I
trailer.
think you did, but it's
Yeah,
been a long time, so I
it has,
forgot.
it has, 100%.
So when it came, so I saw a video of Taika Waititi and Chris Evans on like Twitter, and I didn't know what it was for, so I just watched it because someone had said something about it,
Yeah,
and then I was like, oh, okay, I
you know what,
realized.
Tifobot? When I die, I want to
Yeah,
come back as Taika Waititi. He has.
because he's having sex with Rita Ora, and he had a threesome with Rita Ora, and what's her face?
I have no idea about this. That just made it more enticing. But the dude is just everywhere, and he's doing everything. And how great is it to be, Taika Waititi? Holy shit! So yeah, man, I came late. So
I
yeah,
will say that I think that the one thing I looked up that I think made this an important thing for me and
right.
probably you because I complained about this
Uh-huh.
was that it's framed. There's a framing device that sets it up that at the beginning it's Andy who owns Buzz and Woody
Okay.
is watching this movie. This is a movie, and then it just goes. We're watching the movie. So this is
Oh,
a movie
nice.
of how the toy like
Became
it's
a
a
movie.
movie. Yeah, so the toys from this movie that we're all now watching.
Got you. So that's
Yeah.
that's actually makes it a little cooler for me.
It does make it a little cooler,
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, that like makes sense.
yeah. Because when I came into the
um
theater, they were doing the montage, y'all. Spoilers of
yeah,
the grandparent and Buzz, the grandparent getting older. What was
because
her
every
name?
time he leaps into
Yeah.
what is her name?
It was a musical montage that Hawthorne.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Hawthorne.
So that's where I came in, and so I said, "Oh, we got caught up." But I would have liked to see Andy, watching the movie because it like actually makes it even more endearing. So before we go any further, it is time for one word. Except one word.
um yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna say my one word is because like it wasn't I think honestly it wasn't bad.
Uh-huh.
It's
Uh-huh.
getting pretty bad reviews. I didn't think it was bad.
It's getting
It
bad
wasn't that. I
reviews.
mean,
Wow.
it was just. Yeah, it was just. I mean, it was like it's got like 5 out of 10. So like, average, I guess. But
Shit. What people
I watched it
say?
and I was like, oh, it's fine. You know what I mean? I'm not like I. But I will say that I wonder if I would have liked it
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little more if I would have seen it from the very beginning.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Because I
so
didn't hate it. Because I didn't hate it.
I'm gonna say the hell with those people. I say this is great. This is a great movie for little boys, little girls. They got everything you want for it. A different route of characters. They got the action. It's nothing that's the there's no over the top violence or anything in it.
No,
I think it's
it's a
great.
very well done. I do think it's a well done kids movie. That's another thing is that like late, maybe not in the right headspace for it, but like watching it, I was like, oh, like normally if I'm in a bad
Yeah,
place while
yeah.
I'm watching
Go back
something,
to this, yeah,
I'm like, I hate this.
yeah.
But I
Yeah.
was watching this and I was like, oh, okay, and
No.
then I wasn't mad, and it was honestly very brief. They did a good job. It's like an
Yeah.
hour. They did a lot in their hour and 44 minutes. I think is how long.
And it's age appropriate, and I think if I had kids, I mean, I'd have kids. My kids loved it. They wouldn't. So, but I'm just saying, even if I had younger kids,
Yeah.
man, this is perfect because I
But
can
when
be
you're
the same.
watching it, also, I would say if you're an adult watching this film, you're not going to be like, it's not so. They do a good job of not making it violent or like sexual or anything weird,
Yeah,
not weird, but like anything like that for a kids movie, right?
yeah.
They do a good job of that with
Sexual
also
is weird for kids.
without making um it unbearable for adults and without doing any kind of weird cheesy jokes that they do in a lot of kids movies. I'm just like, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
and I like the pace. They kept the pace of
Yeah.
of the story going really good. And so the hell with those critics, man. Come on, y'all. What the hell? Anyway, let's hit those spoilers officially, and let's get into it. So during the musical montage showing
Hmm.
Hawthorne getting older, I thought that was pretty slick. I'm like, oh wow. So they're doing, the theory of relativity. He's going out. He's coming back. It's bad. Pretty soon this chick is gonna be gone. And when she was gone, it wasn't like a heartwarming moment. I think even they really tried to make it a heartwarming moment that she was
Hmm.
gone. But when he came back, he had one more time, and it was, they were decommissioning it, and they were gonna make the laser dome, which I thought was hilarious, especially at the end when the guy was like laser dome, you know. So they were gonna do a laser dome and just stay on the planet and not
Yeah,
migrate.
they weren't going to try to go home anymore. And it wasn't like, obviously in the movie that you're watching, he's not upset that they're going to not go home. He just wants to explore space, right? He
Yeah,
wants to be a space ranger.
and they were decommissioning it, and
They were like, oh, we did it. We found what we were looking for, basically,
yeah,
is this.
and so they weren't going anywhere, and so Buzz gets frustrated, and the cat stole the show for me. I
Oh,
love
of course, the
the
cat is
cat.
fantastic. When I saw the preview, I was like, I'm gonna not like this cat.
Uh-huh.
And then you watch it and you're like, oh, I do. He's not annoying in the movie or anything like that. He's funny, but he's not. He's just kind of like he acts like a computer cat would kind of act.
I like that they toggle his name from Socks to Robot Cat. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a robot cat. It's Socks. So I like when Socks turns his head when he's thinking computing. He's like cat
Yeah.
cat cat cat.
Caleb.
cat. You know, I think it's hilarious, and so he's super duper welcome. Comedy relief in that dry manner and stuff. And
Yeah, but it feels very. I do feel like this has a lot of beats of old science fiction movies, which is
yeah,
kind of fun.
yeah,
Like he's
yeah.
very got you kind of like
He's Spock is what he is in this
just
thing.
dry. He's like your
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah. So uh, he mixes the fuel correctly, and then it gets. If you blink, you would have missed that the formula gets destroyed when all the guards come in, and they're trying to get out of there, and like he's like, oh
Mhm.
no, the formula, so he has the one thing, and they blast off, and they do this journey into the future, and he goes for too long. And when he lands, there's like pretty much like you think there's nothing left because I thought nothing was left at that point.
Yes, yeah.
And
He lands in a barren place. Yeah.
exactly, and he lands pretty good. So they avoided a lot of tropes, crash landing on the planet. Now I'm
Hmm.
stranded because that's what I thought was going to happen. That they were going to he was going to get stranded and not have the capacity, have to reinvent the formula and all this stuff. Because I was like, why did they make a big deal about that formula being lost? So anyway, they he meets his cast of characters, this ragtag group of goofballs.
Which I love. I do love. I do think this is a really good like
Hmm.
because they're not rookies. They're like pre-rookies, right? That's what they said. They were like that. They wish they were rookies.
Well, they were very professional at first, and Buzz thought he had a crew, and then
Yeah.
found out that it was Hawthorne's granddaughter. So he was cool with that because he was just gonna, make this his surrogate buddy, like he never lost his buddy, and he realized quickly that he lost his buddy. This is not his buddy. This kid doesn't have any
Yeah.
experience and stuff. And so I thought that was a pretty cool dynamic because you know what I thought I was gonna see, Tiff, and you tell
Hmm.
me how you felt about it. I thought you was gonna see this young, capable, fantastic young rookie that was gonna bring him hope again and all this stuff, and that's not what the purpose of
But
the
I like that. I mean, okay, so they do obviously still learn. He learn. I mean, I'm speaking ahead a little bit, but like he learns that, but they do it in a really kind of interesting way because it's done through like even these people who don't have extraordinary abilities,
uh
right,
Right.
learn to do these things, and it's really kind of fun to like see him learn that because I think like part of this narrative, right, is that Buzz Lightyear is a loner and doesn't really see the value in other people who aren't
If you
like he
weren't
thinks he can do
Hawthorne,
everything on his own,
if he wasn't
right? Like
Hawthorne, he had no right. That was it, just him
and
and her.
that's because she was also spectacular. So
Yeah,
like they like but then he like learns to like accept that he's not perfect and blah blah blah. I mean, it's a great kids in that way. It's a great kids movie. But so anyway, yeah. So like he's like, okay, you guys are gonna take me to get the coil or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
because
He needs something from the cargo bay.
right, and that's a disaster because everything they get invaded by
Those bugs when they look up at the ceiling and there's like all those like
nasty.
larvae, I was like, ugh, I just
Yeah.
really hate that shit. It made me feel fucking sick. I was like, I just can't look at this shit.
So they get in this plane, and they teach them stealth mode. Well, she mentioned stealth mode.
Hmm.
They turn on stealth mode, I just like those idiots when they were just
Yeah.
playing with the bugs instead of just getting the hell out of there. He said they're putting his butt in the bug's face and stuff like that. And then, but they told him, you didn't tell us it was gonna wear off, dude. And so
Yeah, he realized it as he was watching his time. Kind of, I mean, like I think all these beats are like perfect because you're like that this all just makes sense. This all
yeah,
makes sense. Like
100.
all the disasters that they kind of get into. Like a lot of times, I feel like in kids' movies, especially, or like even in adults' movies, I'm like, this is an easily preventable
Yeah, yeah, 100. All you
situation.
had to do was just a little
This
planning, right?
Right. This felt like a kind of unavoidable situation because they were kind of like rookie green. They
Yeah,
are kind of like a bunch of quote unquote screw ups, right?
yeah.
So like this would totally happen if they didn't have all their information. So like that was great.
I love
But
the
so then
old
they
lady with the parole board.
who makes the bombs? She's fantastic. I would watch honestly, I am convinced that she is 90% of the affection I have for this movie. I just love her character so
Yeah, yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um
She kept talking
so
about she can't touch a gun. She can't touch a gun.
I'm on parole. And then I just really like that. But so they get into the ship because they have to now because he wasn't going to take them with them. They were going to get back in their cargo. He was going to get in the ship
Right.
and leave. And they get in the ship and they're all going to go on this mission now.
But the aliens show up, which they never said nothing.
Yes.
I don't think they said anything to him about, they mentioned the ship up there at Zorg and they had this fantastic plan and they were going to
Right.
go.
Well, they're all robots.
Right. And so, the plan was great until he found out they was rookies and they didn't know what they was doing.
Right.
But he still wanted to do the plan. So that didn't work. I love the meat sandwich scene.
Oh, yes. They're like, what do you mean bread, meat, bread?
And because when they kept saying, that would be so dry, I was like, I was sitting there thinking,
It is dry. I was like, that's exactly what I was thinking. It is a little dry. Yeah.
meat sandwich
We made all those condiments for a reason.
right out of a vending machine,
It did look a little sloppy.
Yeah, it did. So, there's a big reveal, Tiff, because they're trying to, they take the ship.
Yeah, I liked this reveal.
I did too. I was like, I didn't see that coming. I thought it was.
I didn't either.
I thought it was just.
I thought, you know what I thought? I thought it was going to be the original commander or whatever.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's still alive somehow.
First of all, Tiff, I didn't realize it was going to be a reveal because I thought the robot was just a robot.
Just a robot, yeah.
Yeah.
Because even in like the original movies, obviously this hadn't been thought of probably yet, but maybe it had. I don't know.
Right.
You don't know that he's not just an evil robot.
Yeah, and so when he opens it up and it's him, but a
Hmm.
old crusty him, but not too crusty. He still had that
He's like 60
sensibility.
something, 70 something, yeah.
Well, I'm saying he still
Um,
had his sensibilities as far as he wasn't like so foreign that Buzz couldn't recognize himself. Like he was just like
right, he hadn't like
evil.
suffered on the planet. He was
Yeah,
trying to literally do, and everyone was like, still, he hadn't learned the lessons our Buzz had learned. So he was just like, this is what we have to do to go home.
yeah, he didn't even have use for Buzz.
And he was
I
like,
put this up to the waste.
you're gonna not remember. It doesn't matter if these people don't exist because they just won't exist. Nobody will fear that won't be a problem. But let's talk about other socks.
The other socks? What's the
The future socks.
the computer with the
How cool he looked, and like I was like, oh no! And then you guys, terrible. They kill him
yeah.
because they were like, because they were like. And then I thought that was actually so. Normally, I don't like to be. I'm like, oh, that's just too soon for me to be emotionally invested in that shit. But I was like, they did a really good job because it wasn't like they were expecting you to feel emotionally, but you felt sad because you were shocked because he did a good thing. He helped Buzz,
Right.
And then he's like, "Can I get you anything?" And then he's like, "Just you, buddy." And then he gets stepped on.
Yeah. Oh, no more robot kitty kid.
Yeah, yeah, it was very sad.
But you still have the other socks, so that's
I know, but like
right.
that
I got
kind
you.
of, I was like,
I got
that hurt.
Yeah, I got you.
So they have this, and everyone. The good thing about this movie is everybody grows. Every single person in this movie grows a little
One
bit, and
hundred
that's
percent.
great.
You had old guy playing. What is his Mo playing with? He just had to find something
Hmm.
with that pen, and then he finally
Yeah,
realized he was an engineer. He could figure shit
yeah,
out, So that was cool. And the bomb maker realized that hey, the parole board has nothing to do with this no more. You need to just do your thing. So what she
yes, and then to use it for good stuff. Yeah,
yeah, and
and then
so
the Hawthorne granddaughter, she's afraid of space.
space heights, all kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And when she
and
had to
she
go
floats
across,
across.
yeah.
Oh, that actually gave me anxiety because I know this is really stupid, but I'm also sort of afraid of space. Like I would be afraid of just floating away forever.
Well, the ship started taking off, and so it
I
looked like
know, so it, like it
falling. Right,
moved, like she was, but she moved. Well, she aimed and she was going straight, but it started going up,
right,
so she had to like try to catch the bottom.
right.
Very
Yeah,
nerve
yeah.
wracking for me.
It was a little unnerving, and so you know, of course they saved the day.
Of
They
course.
saved the day because the old Buzz had used all his fuel, so he was just going to take their fuel, go back a little further, and erase the events from history.
Hmm.
But was not allowed to do that through a bunch of hijinks, cartoony hijinks. Keep away, grab the the fuel rod, put it in the ship, and they took off. But when old boy landed on that ship and just started tearing that ship up, I was like, oh goodness. I was I was like, oh, he ain't going back. They ain't got nothing to fly no
That's
more.
yeah, yeah.
So
And he gets the fuel out.
yeah, he took it, just snatched it out.
Hmm.
Just I was like, he kind of ruthless, right? Goddamn. And so then, because he's back into that robot shell again and stuff, and all of a
Hmm.
sudden he truly turns into the villain because he don't give a damn. He like, you're not gonna
Hmm.
remember it. You're erased. And I'm like, oh damn, dude, you
Yeah.
you're not a hero at all, right? You just turned out not to be a hero. And so then, how does it end, Tiff?
So they crash on. They get away from him. They crash down on the planet, but they make a successful crash. It's that
Right.
everyone's fine. And then the guy comes out, and I honestly thought that the movie was going to be. I didn't know how much longer the movie was going to be. I just didn't know what time it was. Obviously, um, he's like, I thought, oh, he's going to get in trouble or whatever. I don't know why I thought that it's a kids
Oh,
movie.
because that's what the guy said that happened to him, right? He came back and
Right.
like they arrested him and all this other stuff. So yeah, yeah.
But then they're like, oh, we saw that you made the space jump, and we're gonna reopen space travel. We're gonna have a space corps or whatever. And then of course he's like, you can pick anybody out of our best of the best team. And he of course picks his rookie
his
friends.
his goofballs and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
I thought they might have added somebody else,
yeah.
but
But no, I
no,
don't care about that.
no, I thought they
Little cat
were.
gets in he gets his little outfit, gets into the cockpit. He's like their computer.
Yeah, I was waiting for the wings to pop up, and in the last
And they did.
and yeah, because it was part of the chair to eject.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he had the wings, and then in the new uniforms, they all had wings and little blasters on the front of it and stuff. And so, little origin story of how the
Yeah, it was kind of fun actually.
I thought of,
Now that I'm talking about it, I think I had a good time.
yeah, and I mean, what else do you want from a goddamn
No,
cartoon, right?
right.
Unless it's an adult cartoon, and it was a child's cartoon, and I thought they did a good job. If I can go and enjoy it, look, anybody can.
Hmm.
So that's it, man. They had two stingers, and the only one
I
that
didn't stay.
the only one that I stayed for because I was with my kids and they insist, but then I just got up and left. Um, the the commander, the black dude, he was in
Hmm.
underneath the laser shield, and it was like a fly was outside the laser shield. And it was like like a bug zapper, and he was just reading. He was like, laser shield. Like he loved the goddamn laser shield. That was cool. I didn't stay for nothing else. I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't. Come on, it's a cartoon. We got a
Yeah.
stinger for, you know.
Yeah.
So I left. So I enjoyed it. I really did. I'm glad I saw it. So
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
believe that people they're being so hard on. What the hell? I don't get it. Every cartoon can't be Toy Story 3 and have everybody about to cry and die, and get all choked up in the throat. all you would be doing was repeating stuff again. So I dug it. The hell with them. Don't listen to them. Go see this if
Yeah,
you
check
like.
it out. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
if you have kids, yeah.
Very fun movie. Very fun movie to watch. That's it, Tiff. We came to do it. We got it done. So,
Mm-hmm.
man, next week we're doing Love and Thunder. Going over to the
Mm-hmm.
Patreon because it's still Jurassic Park week, and then we got the original Jurassic Park out there for our Patreon subscribers, man. And I don't know what the hell we're gonna do on Patreon coming up because we're doing Love and Thunder, and I think we might have a guest for that show. So hold on to y'all cheeks. You know, I know y'all don't like people coming and staying with us, you know, but we got some good guests coming, so it'll be great. Um, so that's it, Tiff. I'm the host of this thing here, Fans on Patrol. With me is you, Miss Tifflebot. Say goodbye to the lovely Steph.
Thanks. My God, you're fucking me up. It's been a pleasure as always. That's not what you normally say.
Of course not. Change it up a little bit. Just, you know.
Woo! Fuck! It's supposed to be a sign off, like old radio times.
All right, man. And so until next week, we will be
On patrol.
Patrol time.